So I'll do another one of my songs. This is an older one. Some people here have heard it. A lot of people here have actually heard it. This song is a popular favorite around the campfire, usually when there's been a lot of alcohol involved. Oftentimes there's naked fire jumping involved. If you haven't been camping with us, you got it. So this song is called Pagan Women. Give me a pagan woman every time. Every time! Oh, give me a pagan woman every time. Every time! They might yell, but they won't tell, and know they're hungry as hell. Oh, give me a pagan woman every time. Every time! Now, a friend of mine named John camped out with fairy dawn. He was Christian, she was Wiccan kind. That night, as I lay in my bed, I heard each whispered word they said. I couldn't help but their tent was next to mine. He said, how about it, dear? She just pretended not to hear. He whined and begged, his voice grew hoarse and deep. He said, how about it, Dawn? She said, how about what, John? How about get off and let me get some sleep? So give me a pagan woman every time. Every time! Oh, give me a pagan woman every time. Every time! They might scratch and they might bite, but they'll keep you hard all night. Oh, give me a pagan woman every time. Every time! Now, a man I know named Ted lay dying in his bed, his wife named Lady Raven by his side. Her cheeks were stained with tears, with the reaper drawing near. He said, I must confess before I die. She said to him, don't speak, for your body's growing weak. He said, it's something that I just must do. With your friends I have been cheating, with your sister I've been sleeping. I know she spoke, that's why I poisoned you. So give me a pagan woman every time. Every time! Oh, give me a pagan woman every time. Every time! She might be howling at the moon, but she won't let you come too soon. Oh, give me a pagan woman every time. Every time! Now, a friend of mine named Jim, he asked me if I knew a gift that he could give his pagan wife. I suggested that he proffer a gift certificate that offered 2 hours of great sex any way she liked. When next I saw him though, I asked him how'd it go. He said he gave her both a gift and flowers. She said to him how sweet and then kissed him on the cheek, and as she left said see you in 2 hours. So give me a pagan woman every time. Every time! Oh, give me a pagan woman every time. Every time! You might get rug burns from the floor, but you'll be begging her for more. Oh, give me a pagan woman every time. Every time! On a day quite fine, a good old friend of mine inquired of the company I've kept. With a Christian or a Mormon or a Catholic or a Jew, he asked me with what women had I slept. Well, I've slept with each one, and yes, I've had my fun. I told him and he paused as if to think, but what about that pagan girl? Did you ever sleep with her? My friend, I smiled not a blessed wink. So give me a pagan woman every time. Every time! Oh, give me a pagan woman every time. Every time! They will spark you all desire and dance naked round the fire. Oh, give me a pagan woman, a real hot-blooded woman, a fiery witchy woman, a ripe and earthy woman. Oh, give me a pagan woman every time. Every time!